Hey guys, what's up? It's Bladezz, and I'm here with a Spy gameplay commentary for you guys. As you can probably tell, this is a very long video, and the reason it's a long video is because this is all one life, okay? This is a one life gameplay with the Spicycle, Invis Watch, and Ambassador. And what I was really trying to capture when I was doing this gameplay was to give you a sense of how I think the Spicycle should be used. I personally don't use it too much, although I'm favoring it more and more as pyros just annoy me a lot. But I made a video a while back, most of you probably seen it, was decently popular. I discussed which I thought the worst knife in the game was, and I said it was the Spicycle. A lot of people disagreed with me, that's fine. I still, to some extent, hold that belief, and I'm gonna try to explain why I think that, but I also think it has its merits. I think it's the worst knife in the game for pubs, okay? I think it's not very good. I like to run a most of you probably know this, I like to run a very, very aggressive style of play when I play Spy in pubs, because, you know, if I die a couple times, it's no big deal. You know, you just respawn in a couple seconds, and the match is not, it doesn't hold that much weight. So you're just trying to, you know, do as much damage to the enemy team as possible and, you know, be good. So that's why I think it's not that good, is because it's a much more defensive type of play that you have to use. It's very defensive, it's very stand back, hide and be safe and get specific picks, which is great in competitive play, because a Spy's role in a competitive game and versus a pub's game is drastically different. In pubs, your goal is to be the damage dealer, is to really just mess up the enemy team as much as possible, get as many kills as possible, you know, sap buildings really quick just to get your team down, you know, to take them down. You're very, or at least this is how I play it, a very much more aggressive, fast-acting, responsive threat. In Highlander, however, you're very, very different. Dead Ringer, ugh, that was weird, sorry. Dead Ringer, the Dead Ringer is not that useful in Highlander. Most people don't use it. Most people use the Cloak and Dagger or the Invis Watch, which I think are both better than the Dead Ringer in competitive play. And the Spicycle gets seen a lot in Highlander, and that's good. It's because it's not a bad weapon in Highlander. It's a very good way of getting recon, and when everyone's on the mic, telling people where everyone's at, telling if there's an Uber coming in, and staying back enough to, when an Uber gets popped or when a medic's exposed, to run in, take the pick. If you die, you die, but you've gotten rid of their medic, or you've, you know, gotten these key things. Whereas in pubs, that's really not that important, because even if you tell your team the whereabouts of everyone, half of them, you know, are going to be listening to music or not really paying attention at all, which is okay, but you just have to realize that, so you don't go and spend your time trying to play a competitive style of play in a Highlander type, or in a pub's game. So, like I said, this life is very long, and that was the point, was I was trying to showcase what could be done with the Spicycle, and this is how I would play more in Highlander. It's a much more defensive, much more recon type of game. Here I get really lucky. This is why the Spicycle is good. Right there, I would not have gotten away if I was lit on fire. And so that sort of situation in Highlander probably would have gone different, because, to be honest, that car was just not ready for a Spy to come around the corner. So the main reason I like to play this loadout now more is because pyros are starting to just get on my nerves a lot more, because I'll be trying to, you know, do something specific, and I'll just get lit on fire, and I'll have to pop my dead ringer, and then I'll get lit on fire again, and I'll have to go get ammo and pop my dead ringer again. And it's just this very tedious process, and I don't get killed that often by pyros, but it's annoying to have to, you know, worry about them. And with the Spicycle Invis Watch, you have to worry about them a lot less, because as soon as your Spicycles pop, you go invis, you got another probably second and a half to just get away, and it's not really a big deal. So that's round one. As you can see, it goes through multiple rounds. I lived through, I think, an entire another round without dying. And so it's really, you can get these really nice, long kill chains, I guess, with this, because you're not being very aggressive. You're not really risking all that much. You're not going out there putting yourself in harm's way all the time. So it's a much slower style of play too. It's going to take you a lot longer to get up these kill streaks. Like, I think I only wound up like, I don't know, 13, and then I die at the end, so it was 13 and 1 or something. So it's not, for a 15 minutes, that's pretty bad as far as I'm concerned in pubs. Oof. Sorry about that. Sorry, the phone was ringing. Yeah, so that's not that good in a pubs match, for me at least, because 13 and 1 over 15 minutes, it's almost too passive. I could have helped my team like a ton more had I been a more aggressive style play. I would have died more, sure, but I think this server has like really fast respawns anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered that much that I died. And so I think I would have been a much bigger help had I gone an aggressive play. And that's why I don't like the Spicycle too much, is because it forces you to be, well, when you use it correctly, it forces you to be a much more passive player, which I don't like doing in pubs, just because when you're playing passively, it's good because you can, you know, sort of communicate with your team and let everyone know what's going on, and be really cautious and get the good hits and picks on people that are high priorities, like the medics or the heavies or whatever. And you can work on that, but it doesn't matter too much in pubs.
The control point is being contested.
And since I mostly play pubs anyway, I don't enjoy the Spicycle as much as maybe someone who plays more competitive version. I do play some competitive, and I do almost always roll this loadout, unless I notice that the pyro's really not that big of a threat. If the pyro's like, you know, not a big threat and not a high target, and he's not doing a whole lot of damage, then I'll even switch off the Spicycle. But and as far as most of the time, I will use this in a competitive style. But as far as pubs are concerned, I still think that the Spicycle is the worst knife. A lot of people might say that the big earner is, and I sort of agreed with you guys on that. The big earner is not very good, but I see the potential that it has, since it restores a percentage of your cloak. Maybe there'll be, maybe in the future there'll be some Invis Watch that will have, you know, I think I've mentioned this before, but have a really long effect, or a really good effect, but have a long cooldown, and so having that percentage is really nice. For now, I agree it's not that good, but it's still, I think, you can do better than with the Spicycle, if that makes any sense, because you're not gonna being aggressive with the Spicycle doesn't work out too well, because in my opinion, being aggressive is like you're getting 3 kills right in quick succession while taking damage. And see right there, that was super annoying, right? I would have gotten that scout, he would have been dead. But right as I swung, a pyro, I didn't even see the pyro. but the pyro flamed me, got rid of my knife. And it's super annoying when that happens. Is, like, you can't, it's hard to trick stab pyros with the Spicycle, because if just for the, like, smallest split second, oh my gosh, I'm yawning. If he flames you even for the shortest, you know, just a burst, your knife's gone, and you can no longer trick stab him, and you're kind of out of position now. Which, of course, you don't really trick stab that much in competitive play, so it's not that big of a deal. So, yeah.
That's one. Where's your friend?
That's more. I know still a lot of you will probably disagree with me, which is, again, fine. But, it's really... I find the Spicycle to be much more effective in competitive play than it is in... than it is in just pubs, because it forces you again to do that sort of defensive recon sort of role that's not as useful in pubs. So hopefully, I don't know, if you guys are still watching after whatever 10 minutes, 11 minutes, you guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging in there. Because it's probably pretty boring, and that's sort of what I wanted to emphasize, is it can be pretty boring having this sort of play style in pubs. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed it thus far. There's a couple pretty decent, there's a clip that's coming up that's pretty decent, where you get a good headshot. I've been working on the headshots more often. This is just pathetic right here. Don't even, just avert your eyes. It's just awful. But here's where I got the nice headshot. Anyway, so it's winding, the gameplay's winding down. I wound up dying to, I think, a soldier and a demo combo. I got overpushed, and that's the thing, is you don't do, with this loadout, you don't do too well up close and personal with, like, combat classes, because they'll just start shooting at you and you'll be revealed, and you know, your whole thing's kind of messed up. Also, if you guys have been watching the stream, thank you guys so much for watching this stream. If you do, it's every night at, I'm thinking of moving back the time. I'm not sure if I'm going to, but yeah, I'm thinking of moving the time to, like, more like 8 o'clock or something, so more people can be able to watch it, because I know it's going to be on the East Coast. It's going to be extremely late when I'm streaming, and I know a lot of people aren't going to be able to watch it, because, you know, they have to go to bed and sleep, and other people are asleep and whatever. So I'm thinking of moving it back to more like 8 or something more reasonable, maybe 9, just so more people can watch. So if you'd like that, let me know, and we'll see what we can do. Also, lastly, before the gameplay ends, I'm making a frag video right now, and if you were in the live stream, okay, you saw a sneak peek of what the of what it was going to be. I showed everyone a sort of preview of the next frag video. I'm working on it right now. It should be done, I would say, in a week. It'll be totally done, and I'm really liking it so far. I think it looks really nice. I'm working on, you know, getting the music synced up with, like, stabs and stuff, so it should be pretty fun and pretty cool. I want to get back into making frag videos because I think they're really, really fun to make. Just because I like editing and I love playing Spy. So if you guys like watching them, why not make them? So yeah, I'm making one right now, and I'll probably, when that one's done, I'll see when I can get some more stuff to make another one after that. So hopefully I'll have 2 of them within a, you know, fairly decent time frame. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I get killed pretty soon here. So hopefully you guys, hopefully I made more sense as to why I don't like the Spicycle. I don't know, I'm probably just rambling and not making a whole lot of sense. But if you agree with me, let me know. If you disagree with me, let me know too. I want to know what you guys think of the Spicycle in pubs and in competitive play. So that's it for me. I will talk to you guys very soon. Hopefully I can see you in the live stream. Alright, take care guys. Peace out.